cold open. The raid. Snow falls silently on the streets of Edo, what we now call Tokyo. It is the night of December 14th, 1702. Footsteps. Whispers. 47 men surround a mansion, lanterns dimmed, weapons hidden under winter coats. They are not thieves. They are not rebels. They are former samurai, masterless, officially powerless, and perfectly organized. Tonight, they will break the law, and they will become a legend. The strike. They force the gate. They fight the guards. They search room by room. Their target is one man, Kira Yoshinaka. When they find him, they kill him. Then here's the strange part. They do not flee. They walk into the night toward a temple, carrying proof of what they've done, as if completing a duty, not committing a crime. Facts. The castle incident compressed. Now fast forward. The year is 2140. In an international tribunal, sometimes called the Court of History, this case is reopened. Not to judge Japan, not to moralize the past, but to examine a dilemma every society faces. When law and loyalty collide, what holds a nation together? The case title. Case name, the 47 Ronin Incident. Found under vigilantism, political stability, and moral legitimacy. The tribunal will consider 3 questions. 1. Why did these men choose revenge, knowing they would die? 2. Why did the state punish them, but still grant them an honorable death? 3. And why did a crime become a cultural monument? Let the record begin. What was really taken? Social bankruptcy. Exhibit A, the origin. 1701. Inside Edo Castle, the political core of the country, Lord Asano Naganori draws his sword and attacks Kira Yoshin, a court official. Asano fails to kill Kira, but the location matters more than the outcome. Violence inside the castle is a threat to the entire system. The shogunate responds immediately. Asano must commit seppuku that same day. His domain is confiscated. His house is erased. His samurai are left with nothing. No master, no status, no future. They become Ronin. Before we move on, the tribunal must confront the question everyone asks. Why did Asano attack Kira inside the castle? Here the record becomes frustrating because we do not have a single uncontested motive. Instead, we have competing claims. Some accounts suggest Asano felt repeatedly humiliated during court protocol. Others claim there were expectations of gifts or payments connected to ceremony, and that refusal could lead to insult, delay, or public embarrassment. We cannot prove the exact trigger with courtroom certainty, but we can establish what matters for this case. In Edo political culture, public humiliation was not just personal pain. It was reputational damage that could destroy a house's legitimacy, and legitimacy was the oxygen of a samurai domain. So whatever the spark was, the powder was real. A system where status, face, and honor were not emotions, but public infrastructure. What was really taken? Social bankruptcy. To a modern viewer, this may sound like a political dispute, but to the Ronin, it was something deeper. They didn't just lose a job. They lost the structure that defined their identity. In Edo society, honor was not a private feeling. It was a public ledger, your name, your standing, your legitimacy. When Asano died and his house was erased, that ledger collapsed. It was social bankruptcy. The plan, why it wasn't chaos. Exhibit B, intent. For nearly 2 years, the Ronin do not riot. They do not attack the state. They do not start a rebellion. They wait. They disguise themselves. They plan. Then, on December 14th, 1702, they strike Kira's residence. After the killing, they do something that shocks modern minds. They walk to their lord's grave, report the deed, and surrender. This wasn't the behavior of criminals trying to escape. It was the behavior of men trying to close a moral contract. The state's Nat Merriman violence. Now the tribunal focuses on the state. A government cannot allow private revenge because it destroys them on violence. If people can kill for honor, the law becomes optional. But the shogunate faced a unique problem. These Ronin were not chaotic criminals. They were disciplined, principled, and dangerously sympathetic to many citizens. If the state executed them like common murderers, it could create martyrs. If the state praised them, it would invite copycats. This was a stability trap. Why it became a legend. Exhibit C, the verdict. 1703. The shogunate orders the Ronin to commit seppuku. Not a public execution. Not humiliation in the street. Seppuku, an honorable death. The message is double. 1. You broke the law. You must die. But we will not deny the moral grammar that keeps our society coherent. The state punished the act while preserving the face of the value system. In modern terms, this is political craftsmanship. Punishment plus legitimacy management. The tribunal's interpretation, 3 lenses. So, what did people celebrate? Not simply revenge, not simply violence. They celebrated the way the story ended. The Ronin accepted consequences. They restored their lord's name, then surrendered their lives. They did not demand survival as the highest good. To many Western societies, the heroic arc is victory and freedom. Here, the heroic arc is completion and order. Not win and live, but finish and pay. That is why the story could be told again and again without collapsing into simple criminality. The tribunal's interpretation, 3 lenses. In the tribunal, the judges apply 3 lenses. Lens 1, law. This was murder. Premeditated. Unacceptable. Lens 2, duty. In that era, duty was a social contract tied to identity and legitimacy. Lens 3, statecraft. The shogunate's solution was designed to keep order while avoiding moral collapse. The incident survives because it can be read through all 3 lenses at once. Modern echoes keep tag. 2-3 examples. And the reason this matters today is simple. Modern Japan still places enormous value on legitimacy, on restoring trust, on ending a scandal properly. That's why apologies can look ritualized. That's why responsibility can be taken even when legal guilt is unclear. That's why social consequences can arrive faster than courts. This is not irrationality. It is a stability logic. Repair trust. Close the story. Restore order. Law to prevent chaos, and legitimacy to prevent moral collapse. But the tribunal does not romanticize. A legend like this is also dangerous. If you admire the 47, do you justify private violence? Do you teach that loyalty outranks law? The case forces an uncomfortable truth. Every stable society must balance two forces. Too much law with no moral grammar, and people feel the system is empty. Too much loyalty with weak law, and violence becomes meaningful. The 47 Ronins sit exactly on that fault line. Final statement: no moralizing. So the court of history offers no simple verdict. The tribunal concludes only this: the 47 Ronin were punished, yet honored, because the state needed both law to prevent chaos and legitimacy to prevent moral collapse. And that is the deeper Japanese pattern this story reveals. Punish the act, preserve the moral grammar, protect legitimacy. Case adjourned. Next episode, Hook. Next time, seppuku. Not as suicide, but as a system for settling reputation. Because once you understand that modern Japan becomes less mysterious,